I will essentially just show you the key, except for the identifying or label one interior, exterior, and central angle. I'm going to start with the central. Let's go to the center and just do this. So that'll be one central angle. One interior, you could pick this one if you wanted to. Put an eye there. And then the exterior, I'm just going to extend that side. And remember, they are supplementary. That's another mark there. And so, sorry, all three are there. So you get 3 marks just for labeling them correctly. And here's where I'm going to bring it back to my already made key. So the first thing I identify is that it has 9 sides. So that means 9 central angles, 9 interior angles, 9 exterior angles. Don't need to have that, but that's what that means. And so the sum of all of the interior angles would be 1260. That's 1 mark. The measure of one interior angle or each interior angle, it doesn't matter. Basically, you take the 1260 because that's the sum of all, and you split it amongst the 9 angles, so that's 140. One exterior angle you could have calculated using this formula, or you know that the interior and the exterior, like these two, add up to 180, so you could have come up with the 40 that way. Central angle, right? Central angle is 40 degrees. They're always going to be the same, exterior and central. And then number of diagonals, right? It's n times n minus 3 divided by 2. You get 9 times 6 divided by 2, which is 27. Okay. And the sum of all exterior angles is always 360 degrees. Always. No matter how many sides, it's always 360. So this page is worth 9. And then we'll go to the back side. You know what? I'll show you how to do the... It's going to be part of our lesson as well. If a polygon has a central angle of 20 degrees, how many sides does it have? Calculate this. So you have to show the work. Central angle, start with the formula. Right? This would be a backwards scenario. Start with your formula. In this case, they want n. They're giving you the central angle. So you plug this into C. So that's 20 degrees is equal to 360 over n. And what does this look like? Proportional reasoning, right? There's nothing adding, subtracting, nothing like that. And I like to put a 1 under here. So basically you cross multiply and then divide. So it's 360 divided by 20 essentially, right? Because 360 times 1 is just 360. And you get 18 sides. Okay. If you guessed it, you don't get marks. If the province asks you to show your work algebraically, they don't want you to guess. Yeah.
I just went to directly to 360 over 20.
That's fine. That would be sufficient work. That's enough work, yeah. So just remember, this can be done with any of the formulas, right? Like they could give you the sum of interior angles, and that'll be a bit more challenging, and I will show you how to do that. But we've done a lot of backwards calculations, right, using algebra in this course. So apply the same knowledge there. Next, same thing again with a hexagon. Do you know how many sides a hexagon has? Yes. I will give you the prefixes shortly. So yeah, if you didn't get that part, everything kind of goes down sideways. So what I will do is if you didn't know the sides and you said 7, I don't know, you go -1 just once, and then I'll just honor whatever you ended up picking for the heptagon. Yes, octagon is 8. Yeah, Pentagon 5, right? So those are the more popular. They may ask you for the name, okay? Hexagon for sure, like you should know that one. It's a six-sided, okay? So here we have the sum is 720, a central angle is 60, the measure of one interior angle is 120, the number of diagonals is 9, and one exterior angle is 60 degrees. So I did that whole thing all over again. And here, the next one I want to do with you. I hope you're checking, right? Check mark X, whatever, and make sure units are there. So everything except for the diagonals is in degrees. So let's do this last one here. Determine the sum of the interior angles. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. N is equal to 5. And you're like, this does not look like a regular polygon, does it? Not at all. Regular means all angles are the same, all sides are the same. Not the case, but the sum still works. So sum would be 5 minus 2 times 180. That's 3 times 180. That's 540 degrees. So you get the mark for figuring that out. It always works. This formula always works. Calculate the measure of x. And you may have your own way of doing it, but I'll say that this angle would be 540. So whatever you calculated the sum to be minus, right? There's two 90s. You can do it like this, or you can go minus 90, minus 90. And then it's minus 151, minus 149. Okay. And if you do that, you get 60 degrees actually. So I hope you were able to get that there. So the back side is worth 9.
So then this would be out 16 because the top thing is.
Right, so exactly. So this would be 7. The back side is 7 because number 2 is a bonus. So I would say a 1 mark bonus because it's bonus. Okay, so you can potentially score 8 out of 7 on the back there. Like this is a bonus. If you got this right, you go plus. So I'm taking the 2 off of the total. So instead of out of 9, this page is out of 7. But if you did the bonus, you get 8 out of 7. If you got everything else right. So 7 and 9. The front was worth 9. That is 16. Yeah. Make it out of 16. And then name and last name there. All right. And I will come by and collect it. And you grab your booklets